This is the outside of the Benimar Mileo 231. As I move along, I will firstly come to the freshwater tank fill. As you can see, the cap can be locked. Just pop your hose pipe in to fill up the freshwater tank. The freshwater tank drains directly underneath the motorhome. Just at this point here, just turn the blue lever to drain it down. Next we have both vents for the fridge. As this is a fully winterized motorhome, it is supplied with winter covers. These should be used if you are using the caravan in extremely cold climate, because they will hold some heat back, making the fridge run efficiently. To put these on, come to the vents themselves, slide both black clips across, and then take off the vent. Take one of the covers, pop it into place, and then starting at the bottom, hook the vent back on, and then slide the black clips into place, and obviously do exactly the same again with the top one. Do make sure that these are removed in the warmer months of the year, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat and not run. Next we have the flue for the Truma boiler. We do not need to do anything with this, just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then as we move closer to the rear, we have the grey water drain. So anything that goes down the plug holes goes into the holding tank and then is drained off at this point here. Gas locker just here, and we have plenty of room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. As we move to the rear, we can see the corner steady winding handle, and as you can see, I have lowered one of the corner steadies. When they're in the up position, they look like this. Fiamma bike rack just here. To lower the rails, just pull towards you, and then pop the bikes on the rails, and then secure these straps through the wheels. They do slide about depending on the size of the bike, and then attach the arms to the frames. Reverse camera just up here. Cassette toilet just here. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the blue lever and pull towards you. Before use, remove the blue cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to push the button in to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine, and by turning this section just here allows access inside the cassette for additional cleaning. If any debris was to wrap itself up around the float mechanism inside, causing a false reading on the level indicator on the toilet. This can be cleaned by removing it at this section here. All of these cassettes are now on wheels with pull-out handles. Mains hookup connection just here, and then beside this we have the external barbecue and shower point. To use the barbecue point, remove the cover, attach the hose to the barbecue, and then this section here just plugs in and will lock into place and allow you to turn the gas on. To remove it, just push on the collar, push it up, pull down on the hose, and it will release. With the external shower, again, just take the end and plug it in, and then as long as the freshwater tank has water in and the water pump is turned on, this will automatically go under pressure. And similar to the barbecue point, to release it, just push the collar towards the caravan and it will release. Fiamma wind out awning just here. To wind it out, take the winding handle and hook it just up here, and then begin to wind the awning out. As you can now see, I've wound the awning out a short distance. I always prefer to do this and then drop the legs for stability. That way you're not putting too much stress on the side of the motorhome or on the awning itself. So the legs are just clipped in at this point here, to just release it and then slide it out and drop it down. Undo at this point here and then drop the leg to the ground and get the awning at the height you require, and then lock it into place, and then do the same again with the other leg. And again, lock it into place, and then continue to wind the awning out, walking the legs out as you go. As you can now see, once the canopy has been wound out, it does come out quite a distance, about 2.5 meters in total. Never use it in high winds, as it does run the risk of being flipped up over the top of the motorhome. When it comes to putting it away, wind it in about the same distance as what I had it when I dropped the legs. Fold the legs back up and then continue to wind it up and put it away. At the rear just here we have access underneath the fixed bed. In here we have the silver screens for the front windscreen, mains hookup cable, 2 warning triangles. There is also 2 high-vis waistcoats, and just there is the jack and wheel brace kit. Diesel fill just here, and the cap unlocks on the ignition key, and then directly beneath that is the AdBlue top up. Tyre pressure just here, both passenger and driver seats are heated. The leisure battery just sits underneath the passenger seat, and the vehicle battery sits underneath the floor just here, and bonnet release is just here.